Speaking of alignment and stuff, so I got into porn when I was young, and it kind of messed up my ability to fully be intimate with a partner.
All right.
What is something I could, and I've more or less, I occasionally look at it, but I'm not perfect about it.
All right.
What is something that I could do to help rebalance that chakra so I could actually be more fully intimate with a partner, we'll say?
Well, the first thing we would say is detox yourself of the energy from the pornography that you have accumulated, because when you're watching porn, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Number one, if you're masturbating to the porn, you're merging your sexual energy with the energies of the performers. So that means the trauma, that means the negative energy, and oftentimes the abuse that's a part of that industry are qualities you're marrying, you're sexually merging yourself with those things. If you orgasm during it, it's even stronger of a link. So those things are qualities you're taking on. Detoxify yourself from them. Learn different energetic detoxification techniques to get those attitudes, perspectives, and traumas that are a part of that industry out of you.
So what would be a way of detoxifying that energetically?
There is a video on the channel's YouTube page titled Ryok Oversoul Observation Letting Go. We would encourage that you use that technique. We'll save you the time. Just watch the video.
Yeah, no, I'll go back and watch.
And the idea is, whenever you're doing the exhale, and when you see the technique, you'll understand this. Whenever you exhale the black smoke out of your body, put into that black smoke all imprints, all frequencies of karma that are connected to the pornography. Do that daily for as many times as you can do, and you will make leaps and bounds in your evolution and in your ability to sexually and intimately and sensually relate to yourself and others.
Just give me a minute. I'm kind of like, thing came up. I'm like,
That's all right.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just like, because this is something that's kind of plagued me for a while, and it's something that's, well, not plagued, but it's something that's challenged me for a while to be able to like.
You may take a moment. We're here with you. That's totally fine.
On a oversoul level, because I know that's where you're actually really communicating with me on. Why did I take on that specifically as a challenge or a theme?
Specifically so you could learn the art of intimacy through contrast, because the pornography creates the idea of an artificial intimacy. It's not a real one. And it's actually a type of vampiric, you could say, dynamic. You feel like you're getting intimacy, but really you're giving your life force away to that industry. That's why it's such a powerful industry. It's vampiric in nature. Now, we're not saying all porn is vampiric, but most of it is. Most of it's designed to be. So, through going through that experience of experiencing false intimacy and unhealthy power dynamics, such as vampirism, you're able to then understand through the contrast what true intimacy is, what true healthy dynamics are like, which involve power sharing as opposed to power hoarding or power siphoning. So through contrast, you're educating yourself on true intimacy. That's why many people choose that as a theme. And this has to do with the idea of, in particular, different generational imprints that have existed within masculine consciousness, which is more visually oriented, and as a result is prone to objectification because of its visual orientation. So many men have inherited the idea of generational imprints that involve objectifying women, objectifying sex, objectifying partners. And as a result, that energy seeks to express itself through the path of least resistance. And because of how accessible pornography is, that ends up becoming the path of least resistance. It's even more accessible for some of you than physical partners at times. So that's why it seems to be such a thing that people gravitate to, because it represents the path of least resistance for those, you could say, karmic energies that have been inherited to then play themselves out. But through realizing that it's a false intimacy, through realizing that it's actually based in unhealthy power dynamics, you can let go of that. And you can let go of the karmic imprints, or whatever you want to call them, that engender those types of behaviors. And through letting those things go, you will then be in a positive, loving state to then receive an actual partner in your physical reality, whom shares your values, whom is equal to you on your evolutionary path, and whom is here to support and love you as you are for them. That's where this is designed to lead you all, if you remain conscious during the process and don't get swept away by the unconscious momentum that that industry creates and that you create through your relationship to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I have a partner that I can see myself building a life with, and it's just I don't want to lose them because I can't become part of that. I can't fully express myself in that way.
Yeah. Well, you have some tools now to detoxify those things. And one of the things we'll say is, as you get more in touch with that inner self and develop that loving relationship with the inner self, the easier it will be for you to then share that with your partner. You'll be able to go deeper with them. The level of depth you experience with them is a mirror reflection of the amount of depth you allow for yourself to experience with you. So as you nurture that inner quality, you will be able to go deeper with your partner.
Spiritual work is fun.
And sometimes it is work.
You can't.
And that's all right. That's all right. It's just like working out. Truly, it's just like working out. Sometimes it feels like the weight is going to crush you, but you have a spotter, your higher self behind you to help you lift it up. All you have to do is ask. You have the phrase, ask and you shall receive. That phrase applies to all situations. Whenever you need assistance, just ask. Just put it out there. If you don't ask, you will have to, in a sense, go it alone. But as soon as you ask for assistance, it's given instantly. So to assist you in your practicing of humility, whenever it feels like it's getting heavy, ask for help. You can also practice asking for help when things are easy, just to get you into the pattern of asking for help and using that divine assistance to enrich all experiences that you're having.